All right, good morning, good afternoon, and good night to everyone who is watching around the world. This is the BSR Cup Series League, and today we are at Chicagoland Speedway, a place we haven't been in a long time in the NASCAR, real-life NASCAR schedule. Super excited for this race, and alongside me always is my trusty partner, Colin Bester. Colin, how you doing?
We are doing good, man. Happy to be back oval racing after 2 weeks of turning right and turning left. For the rest of the season, we'll be turning left, and we start with one of probably the best mile-and-a-half racetracks in the world in iRacing, but the virtual Chicagoland Speedway. Very excited for this one.
Absolutely. We it's an old surface, it's a rough surface, it's a bumpy surface, but it is a fun one to drive. I absolutely loved driving this track when I did earlier this week. And it was just it was honestly to me it was super fun. It was super fun to drive. I had the time I had a great time running it. Came in second earlier this week, and then I DNF'd in the only other race that I did. But what we have here today is going to be a really it's going to be a really technical race. I mean, the tires wear everywhere. Doesn't you're This isn't really going to be a place where you can make two tire stops very often. This is also just not the this is also just not the track that you're going to be saving tires either. The tires are going to wear very fast. You're going to hit that fall off point really quickly. So now, I think it's about time that our man in the that our man, our broadcaster, decided to take us out for a drive on pit road. Colin, take it away. If
Yeah,
you go to
so
the
we're coming
cockpit
off
view.
of we're coming off the pit road down the backstretch. It's a curved backstretch, unlike some of the straight backstretches. It really doesn't cause too much of a problem on qualifying. Or to be running up here, there's going to be some bumps here in the middle of 3 and 4. That's the tunnel that you're going over. Up to fifth gear. Now, some setups will be fourth gear. The one I'm in is a fifth gear setup, cutting the apron just a little bit, getting back onto the banking. 18 degrees of banking in the corners here. You can run the bottom, you can run the top. Most of these guys are probably running to the middle to the bottom, trying to get the best, basically keeping up as much momentum as they possibly can. Now into 3 and 4 one more time. That's still bumpy. Over the next 10 laps or so, you can run the bottom, then you're going to try to migrate to the top as the tires wear. Taking the white flag, you can go all the way down to this yellow line. Everything is in bounds here. But when we come to a mile and a half, Elliott, pit road entry is going to be the most difficult thing. Pit road speed is 45 miles an hour here. And this is a tricky pit road because the banking just falls away onto the apron. Getting set to come in here. I'm basically looking for that black sign. Going up the track, I missed the pit road. Making sure, hitting that yellow. Like I said, very difficult pit road entry. 50 mile an hour is the pit road speed. I'm going to go a little faster than that because, well, why not? And then it's a very flat apron as well. Remember, these guys are going to be coming in here cold tires. Kind of want to push a little bit closer to the white line, carrying as much speed as you possibly can. Up through the gears again. I'm in third, in fourth, and fifth. Elliott, this is a complete departure to the two road courses. We were here last week. We went to the street course at Coronado. Then we went to the familiar confines of Sonoma Raceway. Now we're back at Chicagoland. Basically 9 races to go. Actually, sorry, 8 races to go until the regular season ends, and the top 3 in points, which are Alan Duggar, who's your current points leader, followed by Nicholas Godsey. 10 points separate those two. Then Shane Parrish, who has taken a couple of weeks off, he is still in third place, 19 points back from our point leader, Alan Duggar. Gus Otero sits in fourth, about 20 more points behind him. And then Isaac Treese, last week's winner, who pretty much dominated at Sonoma Raceway, he jumped up to fifth in the championship point standings going into the end of the regular season. So it is still very valuable to get those first 2 or 3 spots when we go into the playoff time, because as you know, the points do reset, but it's a lot easier to manage being 10 points behind at the start of the round versus about 50 points behind at the end of at the beginning of the first race. So still a lot of championship fight left, but the best part I think for these drivers, Elliott, is that we're on ovals all the way out.
Absolutely. And if everyone wants to take a look at their screen right now, we could see the track length. It's a 1.5 or 1.53 mile long cookie cutter racetrack. The track temperature is going to be at 103 degrees, and as you can see, we are in Joliet, Illinois, just about an hour-ish outside of Chicago. Temperature is going to be 78 degrees. It's going to be partly cloudy with 8-mile-an-hour winds. Basically, nothing too much out of the ordinary. And we should, frankly, see a pretty fun race today. I, for one, am very, very, very excited for this. I absolutely cannot wait to see how these drivers are going to navigate their way through this race. Colin, with Isaac Treese, he is going to be firing off first today. He has the pole. What do you think of his chances of winning? Because last week he went out and he dominated. He absolutely dominated the race at Sonoma. No mistakes. He won it by, quite frankly, a country mile. He was pretty much perfect the entire time. And now he fires off. He continues that hot streak, and he's going to fire off on pole today.
Yeah, I think for Isaac, we know he's probably one of the quicker drivers in the BSR Cup Series, and for good reason. He is probably the quickest, has the most talent of anyone in this field, but he hasn't really put a race together that we've seen so far until Sonoma. And if he, can stay out of his own way and stay out of trouble, either caused by others or caused by himself, he'll have a pretty good chance of moving up into the point standings and contending for that regular season championship by the regular season end. He has 8 more races to do it. We have this. We have a couple road course. We have a couple short tracks. We have 2 super speedways, Atlanta and Daytona, and we have Richmond as well, New Hampshire. But this could kick off a nice little summer breakthrough for Isaac Treese. But 134 laps. That is when this will be decided. By the way, speaking of this real quickly, we'll get to it after we take the green flag.
And we are now green. And Isaac Treese is going to lead the field, followed by, on his outside, Alan Duggar and I'm glad to see this paint scheme back. The number 12 is running the All-American Easy Dealing wheels and tires. He's going to tap the wall just a little bit, and he's going to have to deal with Nick Godsey on his inside. They're just going to slide up right here. It's all good. I'm glad to see that awesome Easy Dealing wheels and tires paint scheme back, celebrating America's 250th anniversary tomorrow. Happy 4th of July, everybody. It's been 250 years since the birth of our country, since the Declaration of Independence was signed tomorrow. And I gotta say, I'm really, really happy to be in this country. We are very, very privileged. No matter what your political views are, we are very privileged to be living here. And thank you to all of the veterans who have protected our country and defended it and ensured our freedoms to do what we do here today.
Yeah, pretty much single file through the first couple of laps. We're working lap 3 here of 134. Let's get to the pit strategy real quick. We're not going to see a lot of action on pit road if this goes green, but let's say this goes green till the end. You can go about 60 to 63 laps on a tank of Sunoco fuel. But the thing is tires are going to be the issue. If you can make it 60, 63 laps on a tank of fuel, but I don't think you can make it 60 laps on a set of tires. So these guys are going to probably come in on around lap 40, maybe around lap 50, maybe a two-stop race or so. But Gus Otero has usually been this season the Mr. Pit strategy himself, so he may go long, and that might put him in a best position because, as you know, Elliot, the least amount of time you spend on pit road, the more time you can make up on the racetrack. As we see Alan Duggar now side by side with Isaac Treese, and Duggar's going to have the nose out coming out of turn 2.
He's going to take the spot away from Isaac Treese, and Alan Duggar is going to come back, is going to get out front. Looking to take another win here. He has, I believe, 5 on the year so far, and he leads Shane Parrish in the points by, I believe, 10 points. So
Shane Parrish by 19. Nick Godsey.
Shane Parrish by 19.
By 10 points.
Nick Godsey, the always consistent driver of the number 8 car, who broke out 2 weeks ago and was able to take a win at Naval Base Coronado in San Diego, California. First time anyone's ever raced there, and he wins it. I mean, you always expect Godsey to be up in the front like he is right now. He's kind of just chilling in third place as now we're side by side with Isaac Treese and Alan Duggar now.
Yeah, side by side. You know, that middle line has been very fast throughout the week, and it's going to give him momentum to Duggar coming off turn 2, but the side drive's going to allow Isaac Treese to stay there. And if you're Nick Godsey, this is kind of, we haven't said this in a while, Duggar clan, start getting your shots out now, but dirty air.
Oh, little bit of a touch. Little bit of a touch there. I saw that.
Up to P4.
Isaac Treese taking the shortest way possible around, trying to make Alan Duggar work his tires up on that high side, or on that middle lane. You could see Nick Godsey now taking the opportunity and going to drive right next to Isaac Treese. He's going to try and drive around him, and he will. Isaac Treese now falls to third place with Nicholas Godsey in second place.
Roger Shelton up to P4. Ben Adamson having a good run in P5. Hugh Brown, who was quick in practice, falls down 2 spots to 6th place. Ray Adamson, P7. Roland Collette, P8. Uncharacteristically not off to a great start here. Gus Otero, P9. Richard Treese, may sound familiar. That is the father of Isaac Treese, in P10. And your biggest loser so far is our newcomer to the BSR Cup Series, Caleb Strucken, down 3 spots to 11th. He's currently bringing up the tail. He's about 0.3 off the leader's pace right now, as we see Duggar and Godsey still up front.
I mean, it's hard to tear my eyes away from this battle going on right now. I mean, Godsey, he's even getting a piece now. You don't always expect Nick Godsey to be this aggressive early on. You usually see him sort of glide his way through at the end of the race, or like at the end of a run, rather. But he's been really aggressive to start out this one. Alan Duggar trying to feed him dirty air, and Godsey just won't go away. He is right there, and neither is Treese. Isaac Treese is also right there. He is going to try and take Nick Godsey on the inside. So far, I really think that Isaac Treese has been using his tires up the least. So far up to this point, he's been running mostly bottom.
Yeah, the first 10 laps of this run are going to dictate how the rest of your run goes. You go too hard, you're not going to have it towards the end. If you go a little bit softer, you'll have more in the left on the Goodyear later in the run. And I'm looking at Isaac Treese right now, compare his lap times. He's doing good, but you know who's doing really good? That P4 car, Roger Shelton. The only one last time by in the 35s. Everyone else in the 36s to 37s. And Roger Shelton has our fastest lap of the day, 29.9.
He's been having a great time out here. I'm really hoping to see him. Roger, he is a little Mike shy, and he actually ended up promising me that if he wins this race, he will come up and do the interview with us. So I'm really hoping to see Roger Shelton get into a podium spot and see what he can do for this race, just as he did at Pocono.
Yeah, you see everyone really gravitating towards the middle to the top, and You're carrying more speed, but you also are abusing that right front tire. We see Roger Shelton and Ben Adamson running the bottom for the first 14 laps of this race, almost 15 laps. See Godsey and Treese still slicing and dicing for that second spot. Godsey, huge run down the backstretch. He's going to take it high.
He's going to he's trying to get that clean air away from Alan Duggar. I mean, that's really kind of the only option that he has in order to get out front. He is abusing those tires, though, running up as high as possible. The way that I like to run this race is I like to run it bottom the whole way through. I noticed during the end of the run, I'm able to start picking guys off when normally I couldn't be able to pick guys off if I was running middle and high. But specifically at this track, if I run low, I can start just working my way through the field, and it's a grand old time.
Yeah, and it's paying dividends for Roger Shelton right now. Looking at the times, 37.5. Currently still one of the fastest people on track. Roland Collette, he's 30.68. But he's almost 4 seconds back from this lead fight up here. It's going to take him a while to get caught up, basically chipping away at that deficit as we see Nick Godsey still working the back bumper of Alan Duggar. And the thing is, Godsey can do a lot of tricks. He can get clean air, but let's say if he gets a little too close to Alan Duggar, he can dump air on that off of that rear spoiler and get him a little loose, make him have to shimmy his way up the racetrack and catch that thing, and Godsey can slip away. I know that's probably not a very nice thing to do, considering we're only 17 laps into this race, but it is an option for Nick Godsey if Alan Duggar's holding him up. And as we called out a couple laps ago, who's creeping in that red and gold 42 car of Roger Shelton.
Yeah, Roger Shelton really he's had a couple of races and where he's gotten really close to victory lane, Pocono being the most notable of them. Roger, he hasn't been here the past couple weeks, but he's having a good day today and looking to recreate some magic and this time pull out the victory just like he almost did at Pocono Raceway.
Oh, Godsey in the wall. Godsey got that dirty air. Alan Duggar came up into his lane. Godsey just got aero tight, got into the wall. Hopefully not too much damage. Don't see any visual damage.
I think he'll be fine. He just nicked the wall just a little bit. But in P5, Ben Adamson in the number 7 car, what a nice thing to see him up here. He has been steadily improving his position since joining BSR and joining the league as well. He has just been running. Every time we see him run at a racetrack, he's been running better and better and better. It's kind of like when you're in the gym and you first start working out, you get newbie gains. That's what we're seeing right now from both Ben and Ray Adamson. They both steadily improved since they've gotten here, and actually not even steadily, exponentially improved since they started running in this league. And, maybe even before the end, Colin, call me crazy, I think we may see Ben and Ray competing for podium spots, if not even wins. I really would like to see that happen. And as we know, this is racing, and anything can happen.
Especially when we go to the super speedways like we will next week. We're going to take a little trip down south to hot Atlanta. Going to Atlanta, Echo Park Speedway, Atlanta Motor Speed, whatever to call it. But we're going to go plate racing next week. Coverage begins next Friday at 8:30, 7:30 Central. Look for the Adamson family to probably work together at Atlanta. But certainly for Adam, exponential growth week after week after week. He's getting faster and faster. There's more confidence behind the wheel of that number 7 Toyota, and he's currently running P5 as it looks like the entire field is sort of stretched out. There's no one really running inside or running side by side. We have to go back to P7. Roland Collette holding off Ray Adamson and Gus Otero.
Yeah, running up high, but talking for a second about the number 35 car, Hugh Brown. We haven't seen much of him this season, but he has a great paint scheme on, celebrating America's 250th birthday, and he's running right now in P6. Been sort of a we got someone a bit of a consistent
Gus
guy.
Otero!
Gus Otero around. Let's see what happened there. No, was it Gus Otero? No, it was Ray Adamson. I think. Let's see exactly what happened with Ray Adamson here. Oh, looks like Gus Otero just took air off his rear. And Adamson goes for a spin in the grass, but he's able to keep it straight. Unfortunate for Ray Adamson, who was running pretty well and had certainly a potential top 5 day going on, but he is he's struggling a little bit.
Yeah, tires.
No caution though. But Hugh Brown just
hot.
Yeah, tires getting hot, dirty air, or taking air off that rear bumper, that'll send you spinning. That's something that you have to learn, is how to defend against dirty air and how to save it. Roland Collette in the number 9 car. Usually he is he's up there with Treese, Godsey, and Duggar, but today he's been a little bit quiet. Oh God, he's knocking that wall down. He is not having the best day. Certainly not running P7, almost a full second behind the number 35 of Hugh Brown. Hopefully the driver of the number 9 can find something in his setup, find some speed, make some adjustments so he can get back up to where he usually runs. Number 76, Gus Otero. He doesn't typically run as high as the other guys. He's usually sort of in the middle of the pack, but there are moments when he just has a strategy and he's able to just pull something out of his hat. He pulled a rabbit out of his hat not too long ago, I believe. Was that at Vegas?
Yeah, it was at Vegas.
It was at Vegas earlier on this year, and he came in second place on fuel strategy. A brilliant move that saw him go from middle of the pack to leading a bunch of laps and almost eking out the win, but he ended up coming in second place. Seeing what he can do today, we should have a long green flag run. I'm excited to see what the number 76 has up his sleeve in terms of strategy. We have another newcomer here, Rick Treese, the father of Isaac Treese, right now being followed by Caleb Struken in the number 87 car. Now, we haven't seen much of Rick Treese. He's not very high in the I rating area, but then again, I haven't heard much from Isaac saying that his dad races too much. He has his B class in oval, just out here turning some laps, having some fun. Really cool to see both these guys out here. Hopefully we can see both of them more, and honest to God, I hope we can see them improve as well. It'd be really awesome to see more drivers come into this league like who haven't gotten a lot of experience and then just continue to improve and rise through the ranks here in iRacing.
Yeah, and Struken is actually Isaac's brother-in-law, so.
And his last, I'm getting information now that it's pronounced Struchen. Struchen, is that correct? Yes, he's Isaac Treese's brother-in-law. So, good to know that information. And he's going to be taking the high line, trying to wrap that around, trying to pass his father-in-law, Rick Treese. Certainly, if these guys wreck each other, it'll be an awkward Thanksgiving dinner.
It might be an awkward cookout tomorrow.
Absolutely. Back up at the front, the top 3 still running relatively close together. Duggar still leading now. Isaac Treese in third place with Nick Godsey in second place. Godsey's getting close to it. He's kind of taking the inside line. He's trying to get some clean air on that nose, and
oh, we have a caution.
And we have the caution coming out, and
looks like
what
Ben
happened
Adamson.
here. Ben Adamson has an issue. Hopefully it doesn't end his day. Hugh Brown coming up behind him. Oh, no. Oh, that's going to be some major damage for Ben Adamson, the number 7 car. Having a great day up until that point. Just got caught by Hugh Brown and got loose, it looked like. Maybe trying to drive it too hard. Dana
loose.
Webb.
Honestly, looks like he hit the bumps going over the tunnel in 3 and 4, got him upset. That's one of the things we talked about in our pre-race discussion on our virtual lap. It's one of the danger issues to watch out for, and it doesn't look like he has too much damage. Hopefully that doesn't put him too far behind the 8 ball, but certainly our first caution, lap 31.
Yeah, absolutely. And Dana Webb says, I didn't know this was a family league. I got to start racing now. Absolutely, Dana. We'd love to have you out here. I'm
More
sure
the merrier.
Isaac. I'm sure not Isaac. Alan would be more than willing to give you instruction for it. Paige Treese, she says maybe I'll get a setup and start racing. Absolutely, the more the merrier. I did not know this was turning into this. You know, we might end up seeing, like, we have brothers obviously in Ray and Ben Adamson, but we also have now Isaac Treese, Rick Treese, and Caleb Struhan or Strushin all in this league together, and then we also have Alan Duggar and his mother, Dana Webb, requesting to get into the league as well. We could really see a rivalry of families going on here.
Speaking of rivalry of families, maybe we should talk to Brandon Sanders and do a better half dash.
A better half dash? Explain.
So back when NASCAR did All-Star Race in Charlotte, for part of the Charlotte week, they would put the wives and the significant others of drivers in Legends cars, and they would race at the Legends Oval at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
That
They called it the better half dash. And
that is genius. That is absolutely genius. Honestly, Brandon, take notes. We need to do that. I'm absolutely that would be absolutely fun. That would be actually really fun to see happen.
Speaking of the race off pit road, Hugh Brown made improvements up 2 spots. Nick Godsey lost 2. Hugh Brown will restart 3rd place. Nick Godsey will restart 4th.
Hugh Brown.
Looks like Hugh Brown is going to be the first car on the bottom as Isaac Treese elects to take the top.
Alan Duggar is going to be also on the top as well. So
Roger Shelton also moves up. Roland Collette moves up to inside row 3.
Quite interesting. It's quite interesting. Quite interesting things we have going on here. Can we see Hugh Brown in the number 35 pull out an upset over the big 3 out front, the 12, the 1, and the 8, and of course Roger Shelton. He's now going to be second on the bottom lane behind Hugh Brown. Again, this could be pretty interesting. And Brandon, as for your question, Colin suggested doing the better half dash, where all the wives of members of this league get together in Legends cars or whatever car, and just have a race at it. I think that could be fun. Honestly, I really like that idea, Colin. That's a really brilliant one.
Alan Duggar, great restart. Gets about a car length lead over Hugh Brown.
Here we go. And the pace car's off. Here we go right now. Alan Duggar is going to take us to green, and we're back to green. Isaac Treese taking the bottom lane. He's going to get ahead of Hugh Brown now. Isaac is not married, but his sister can do it.
I mean, they just called it a better half dash because it was the wives. But, I mean, it's open to probably any female.
Yeah.
Or other.
Any woman who wants to be involved should. Yeah, honestly. We're just brainstorming on the broadcast now. This is pretty fun. I won't lie. Yeah, Alan Duggar still maintaining that lead with Isaac Treese right behind him. Treese knocking the wall down. He's going to try and get that clean air. He's going to chase Duggar all around the track using every inch. Trying to take P1 away.
Isaac Treese, fastest lap of the day, 29.920. Duggar ran his fastest lap of the race so far, 29.927.
Nick Godsey right now fighting with Hugh Brown, trying to take P3 away, get back up there, and he will. He's going to pass Hugh Brown on the inside line. Roland Collette is now back in the fray. He's in P5, right behind, like about, I want to say, half a second off of Hugh Brown. He's going to try and put his nose in there. Roger Shelton falling back to P6, and that reminds me, If you're ever in the Greenville, South Carolina area, please check out Tint Solutions for all of your window tinting needs. Again, they are in Greenville, South Carolina. Please see Roger Shelton. Coming down here, all of them seem to have just kind of fallen in line. Look at that. Now Nick Godsey trying to close up the gap, make it a little bit more interesting. Isaac Treese has closed that gap from him to Alan Duggar. He's going to try and, oh boy, he's going to take the inside line.
Looked inside, had a good run down the front straightaway. Wasn't able to get enough momentum. Now he's going to try the high side once again, trying to get that momentum off turn 2.
He's going to have it. He's going to have it. Can he do anything with it? He is right on Alan Duggar's bumper. Oh, now Godsey's now on the inside. Dana Webb showing some support. Dana Webb showing some support for Nick Godsey. Roland Collette taking P4 away from Hugh Brown. The top 3 just seem to be running away with it, though. They are running really hard, trying to take the spots from each other. This is the type of racing we love to see, especially at these intermediate ovals like what Chicagoland is. Isaac Treese still staying on that bumper. He is really burning his stuff. He is trying to get that clean air. He sees the vision. He has it in his grasp. He wants it. I can't blame him. If I was Isaac Treese, I would want the exact same thing.
I mean, the goals here are simple. Alan Duggar's trying to stay in the lead, extending his point lead over Nick Godsey, who runs in 3rd place. Isaac Treese jumped 3 spots in the point standings last week with his dominating win at Sonoma. He's now cracked the top 5, looking to gain more points as the regular season quickly comes to a close. Only 8 races to go after, including this one. And, you know, Isaac Treese, we talked about it all season long, has had great speed at pretty much every single track we've gone to, but something just takes him out of it. He gets involved in an accident, maybe he gets a little too hot-headed, and puts himself in very bad positions. Now we're seeing Isaac Treese hopefully at his full potential, running up front week after week after week, and he got his win at Sonoma. That probably checks a box. Say, hey, I can do it. I can win in this series. Now can he get 2 wins and close that championship points gap as working lap 45 of 134?
I mean, they're just Treese is right there on him, and I mean, you mentioned living up to his full potential. Isaac hasn't even scratched his full potential. This kid has some speed, and you're right. I do think that he did turn a major corner last race, getting it done, finally able to display a lot of talent, especially at a road course against someone like Alan Duggar, who's a road course wizard in and of himself. Isaac Treese just has so much talent, and he's really started to put it together recently. I'm really excited to see what he can do for the rest of the league, and he has ran pretty much perfectly through 45 laps of this race. No incidents at all. He has been right on the money. He is running that high side, though. It's going to be interesting. He's a very aggressive strategy right now. I don't know if the tires are going to hold up that long. Maybe he's expecting a quick caution.
Yeah, it seems like Treese is able to get these huge runs down the back, carrying all that momentum off the top. But Duggar's just able to pull away on corner entry and extend that gap just by a couple car lengths, just nullifying the run he got. Nick Godsey still on the bottom, just hanging out, saving his stuff.
Godsey sees the top 2 running as hard as he can. He says, I'm going to keep up with him, but I'm staying on the bottom, and I'm saving my stuff. Great strategy from Nicholas Godsey. That's exactly what I would do. I see 2 guys running their hardest out front. We got a little under 100 laps to go, like 90-something. I'm going to sit and wait. I'm going to bide my time, and I'm just going to hang out.
Look, everyone is still
until now. He is now side by side. He's getting close. He's right there on Isaac Treese. Isaac Treese seems to have backed off just a little bit, and he's going to be now playing defense from the 8 car of Nick Godsey.
Yeah, Roland Collette. You thought that with the track position he has, he would be able to enter this battle in the top three. And I'm looking at the lap times; they're pretty much even with Alan Duggar right now. The gap still about 1.3 seconds between Alan Duggar and Roland Collette as we have problems for Ray Adamson. We have another caution.
Caution's out. Ray Adamson. Looks like.
Oh, massive
Oh,
damage to the front.
Strushin spun in front of him, and that's all she wrote for Ray Adamson. Major front end damage. Strushin just, I guess, lost it. Let's take another look at what happened. He was running that high lane, just came off, lost it right into Ray Adamson, and that's all she wrote for Ray Adamson. Unfortunate
Yeah,
for the
it's those
driver
bumps.
of the number 45, as he is most certainly out of contention now.
Now, if we could go on board with Strushin real quick, I want to talk you through this, and if we can back it up, Elliot, to entry of turn 3 and go on board with Strushin as we're going through 3 and 4.
Okay, let's
Any
pause it and let's go on the inside and let's back up just a little bit. Looks like guys are pitting now. See exactly what happened with Caleb Strushin.
Yeah, going through 3 and 4, hits those bumps in the middle 3 and 4. Gets the car a little upset. He's trying to get the car underneath him. He goes low right into the path of Ray Adamson, and that's what happened. That is a trouble mark on Chicago, those bumps that go underneath that are over the tunnel to the infield in turns 3 and 4. That is a main issue. We talked about it all race long, and that's pretty much the root cause of all the cautions we've had today so far, starting in turn 3 and 4. So that is going to be something that we haven't really had a long run. Only 31 laps was our longest run. This time was 18 laps. So as those tires wear, that bump is going to be a little more treacherous every single time we go through there for the rest of the race. And we still have at least one more pit stop to go. 84 laps remaining. You can go 60 on a tank of fuel. At least one more stop for all of these drivers for fuel. But the tires here wear so quickly. Such an abrasive old surface here at Chicagoland. Have not raced on it since 2019. And I almost stumped you with this trivia question. Do you remember the last Cup Series winner at Chicagoland?
Alex Bowman.
Yeah, we have to go back to 2019 because Chicago was on the schedule in 2020, and then
I
the
can't
COVID
even
pandemic
believe
happened. And
I can't even believe that was 7 years ago.
yeah, and then we went to the Chicago
Colin,
Street Course.
It feels like yesterday. I feel
I know, doesn't it?
I feel old. I feel old. Time has flown by.
You want to know what pulled at the heartstrings today is NASCAR.com. They put out something that they had Kyle Larson look back at his race 2018 versus Kyle Busch, the infamous line job call with Dale Jr.
That was I remember watching that race. I remember being so mad at Kyle Busch for wrecking him, but you know, after hindsight is always 2020, and after I looked at it a few years, admittingly a few years later, I realized just how intense that battle was, and you know, it was
pretty much.
Yeah, they were bumping and rubbing each other. I mean, Larson had got him, I think, the turn or the lap prior, and Busch just returned the favor as he should, and the pace car is now off. We're going to come back to green here, and Alan Duggar is going to get a good jump. Collette not getting a great jump, didn't close the gap in time. He's going to be
like
P2.
Nick Godsey was slow.
Looks like both Godsey and Treese.
Isaac Treese has a black flag, and that's been cleared. I wonder what
Looks
happened
like a
with
few
Nick
of these
Godsey.
guys.
He just was rolling on the apron.
Something
Roland
happened.
Collette now fighting for the lead against Alan Duggars. They're side by side coming to the line.
Look at who's sticking his nose in. It's Roger Shelton in the number 42 car. He's going to make himself known, and he's going to try and run on the high side, try and get a piece of this action right now with Roland Collette. He is
Roland
right
Collette
on the bumper. Wow! That was too close for comfort. Roger Shelton, have yourself a day.
Roland
Right
Collette
underneath
now
him.
Basically sniffs the front. They're looking 3 wide.
Whoa!
Roger
Really
Shelton
tight out
different.
front. Oh, my goodness. Collette and Duggar now fighting. Oh, my goodness. Collette has really come back. Oh, a little bit of contact. He got tight. Now Roger Shelton's going to take P2, I think. He is. Roger Shelton now in P2 behind Alan Duggar. He is going to be running. He's going to try and run down that number 12. Oh, Colette's loose. Colette's loose.
Colette's around.
Colette's around. Big wreck behind the leaders. Maybe a big wreck. Oh, my. Collette really hits the wall, and he's going to absolutely slam that. And Collette is no doubt done after that one. Let's take a look at exactly what happened. Looks like he saved it. What?
Yeah, Collette just gets loose coming off turn 4.
He just...
I guess he's trying to
He
fight
was
it.
running straight, and then he just turned right.
Yeah, I guess he was trying to catch that slide and able to. Roland Collette now shown the meatball
What
flag. He is now
happened
towing
here?
back to pit road.
He might have just been a little bit loose, to be completely honest. I got to take a look at that crash again. Oh, yep, he just got loose coming. Yep, that's all she wrote for him.
You know,
Unfortunate
like the last,
end.
I was looking at the onboard. Roland Collette goes over those bumps in 3 and 4. Gets loose.
Looks like Alan Duggar's going to go in and pit. I think there might have been some 2-tire stops last time.
Oh, speaking of some breaking news, Connor Mozak won the ARCA race, and Lainey Bruce. Shout out to the girls. Got a P2.
Good for her. Speaking of sports, Colin, Bosnia and Herzegovina played the United States in the World Cup yesterday, or 2 days ago. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? Yeah, 2 days ago. And the United States, with a man down, their best striker, I think it's Baladoon. Yeah,
Yep.
I think it's Baladoon. He went down with a red card, and the United States were playing with one guy down for like, I want to say half an hour, and they were able to pull out the victory over Bosnia and Herzegovina. What a win for our boys in the red, white, and blue, representing America. And right before 4th of July weekend, what a win. And the United States will be taking on Belgium in the round of 16. The first time they have made the round of 16 since, in 24 years. Since that 2002 was the last time the United States made the round of 16 in the World Cup. No matter what happens, I think those boys have got a lot to be proud of.
Also, speaking of, I got this. I was looking at this press release. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are married, if you care. But I find the funniest part about this is the ceremony. The wedding was officiated by friend of Travis Kelce, Adam Sandler.
Friend of Travis Kelce. Adam Sandler, not a world-renowned actor, been in tons of movies. You know, don't mention his work in Uncut Gems, but friend of Travis Kelce.
Now, what is interesting is the top 4 have last pit on lap 50. They're on 7-lap old tires. Alan Duggar's first one on fresh tires, just pitted. Roland Collette, unfortunately, our first DNF of the day. that will hurt him very much in the point standings, but we look to see him next week back at Atlanta. Roger Shelton is your leader. Ben Adamson rebounded up to second. Caleb Strucken third. Isaac Treese, P4. Strushin, apologies. But watch for the old tires on the front row. Might stack up the field here.
Yeah, just a little bit. And we're back to green. Roger Shelton now taking us to green in the lead. Can he hold off Isaac Treese and Alan Duggar? It's going to be interesting. Nick Godsey seems to be caught up in the traffic just a little bit. I'm going to be interested in seeing how he... Ooh, a little bit of a nudge there. How he navigates his way through to get back up to the spot that he once was in. Isaac Treese in the wall! Seems to be running fine, though. Roger Shelton just below him. Can Shelton hold him off? Gonna slide in front real tight. Wow! Man, no shortage of exciting moments in this league.
Everyone is just trying to get in front. I think if Isaac Treese, he wants to clear Roger Shelton as quickly as possible because you see that red, white, and blue car in P3. Alan Duggar has been basically the class of the field all night long. Getting clear here puts you in the best chance to play defense. Isaac Treese now clears Shelton. He is your leader. He's leading for the first time on lap 61.
No, he's not leading for the first time. He started pole,
remember? This first time he led a lap.
Seriously? He got passed on the first lap?
Yeah.
Wow. I stand corrected, everybody. Roger Shelton still fighting for that P1 spot. He really wants to be interviewed today. He really does. Mr. Mike Shy himself. Isaac Treese trying to pull away, but he is getting chased down. Roger Shelton is there. He is not giving up. Like a dog with a bone, he is not letting go. He's trying to put dirty air on him. You can see he's trying to get Isaac Treese just a little bit arrow loose. Just not working. Treese just able to stick it out front. Shelton trying to get clean air there. He's getting a little loose. He's a little loose there. Alan Duggar deciding to pull back a little bit and let these two fight it out, burn their stuff up.
The two tires, looks like it's working out for Isaac Treese and Roger Shelton. The other two drivers who stayed out, Caleb Strucken in that 87. Strushin has now fallen back to P10. He's currently our last car on the lead lap. And Ben Adamson fall down to P7. So varying different tales of staying out on old tires. Looks like for Treese and Shelton that worked out. For the other two, not so much. But Treese, to the point. Shelton, Duggar, Otero, and Godsey round up your top five.
No, Gus Otero right now in perfect position to pull something off. He's going to have to hold off the hard-charging Nick Godsey, but he's still keeping pace with the rest of these guys. Great job for the driver of the number 76, Gus Otero. He's still holding off Nick Godsey right now, as we speak.
Yeah,
and
this
excellent
Gus
job
Otero
of it at that.
Is in the top 5 in points and is exactly for runs like this. Not really making much noise for the first half of the race, but he's there inside the top 5 when it matters once we pass halfway. Currently a good day for Gus Otero, but he has to hold off Nick Godsey, and that's no easy feat.
No, absolutely is not. I've had to hold Nick Godsey off before he had his little breakout this year. He is not an easy guy to hold off. I'll tell you that much. He made me sweat quite often last year when I was still in his splits before he decided to take off and leave me alone and abandon me in the lower splits. But he's still putting up a great fight. Still, compliments to the number 76, able to hold him off for this long. Now back up front, Shelton back up to Treese. I mean, he's just not letting go. He is not letting go of the driver in the number 1.
We haven't seen Alan Duggar in. We haven't really seen two cars in front of Alan Duggar all day long, and you have all that dirty air that you have to contend with, and it looks like that's keeping Duggar at bay. The only difference is now we're about 10 laps into this run here. Duggar has 7-lap fresher tires than Isaac Treese. Does this come in later in the run, or did Isaac Treese save enough before that caution to where it wouldn't necessarily hurt him in this run?
Yeah. I think I think Duggar's just saving his stuff right now. Sees the guys out front having it out. He wants to just save.
Nick
Looks
Godsey
like,
working
yep,
inside
Ghazi's
Gus
side by
Otero.
side now. Side by side with Gus Otero. Just still not able to pass him. Gus Otero being really good, really smart. Able to stay out front of Ghazi. How much longer can he hold him off? He's been doing... Honestly, can't compliment Gus Otero enough. He's been doing a great job.
Yeah, looking at our biggest movers of the day, Gus Otero is the biggest mover, up 7 spots from where he qualified, having a great day as Godsey still looks to the inside. They're side by side coming off turn 2 down the back. Gus Otero has the momentum. He'll clear him going into 3.
Just Nick is just struggling. I'm honestly amazed.
So, it's been kind of an interesting thing. Once the second half of this race, once Isaac Treese got out front, he was fighting Nick Godsey and Alan Duggar in the first half. He was probably the third best car in that group the first half of the run. Now he's cleared out to about a 5/10 second lead over Roger Shelton. Alan Duggar's trying to work his way back up to the front, and Nick Godsey's trying to work his way back up to the front.
Yep, looks like Godsey's going to take him here. Going to slide right up in front of him. He got him. Isaac Treese now, he seems to have taken off just a little bit ahead of Roger Shelton.
Looking at the lap
really
times,
grateful that
Duggar,
that 42 car is there to take some of the pressure off as now Alan Duggar decides to pounce. Let's see how long it takes Alan Duggar to get past Roger Shelton.
Isaac Treese 2/10 faster last time by. Looking at the times as they cross the line here in a couple seconds, we'll see if Treese still has the Goodyear left in those tires. 10th slower than his last lap, and Roger Shelton Roger Shelton eking out a faster lap time. So the lap times have sort of stallen here. 5/10 separate the top 2. Alan Duggar was the fastest that last time by, 30.662.
Yeah, I mean, I think the reason that the lap times are leveling off just a little bit is that Duggar is struggling to pass Roger Shelton. I mean, he's fighting real hard. This is a track where dirty air matters a lot, and it's hard to pass, especially when you get into the middle of a run like we are now.
Yeah, Roger Shelton, the 10th faster that time last time by, but still hovering around 5/10 of a second as Duggar inching ever so closer to the rear bumper of Roger Shelton, and Nick Godsey inching ever so closer to the top 2. We look like we're having a battle for second and third place here.
Yeah, I think it's shaping up to be that way. I think Alan Duggar now needs to step on it and get past Roger Shelton if he's going to have a shot at Isaac Treese during this run. He's going to be side by side with him. I think Roger Shelton's going to have that run, though. Yep, Shelton's got the run. Duggar's slotting in behind him, but not too far off.
Coming to the line this time, under 60 laps to go. We still have one pit stop left for all of these drivers. They can't make it on a tank of fuel. It looks like maybe Alan Duggar can make it a little bit longer since he did pit on the last stop, but everyone here still has to pit for at least a couple gallons of fuel, but you're not going to go 60 laps on a set of tires. I mean, Isaac Treese and Roger Shelton are certainly going to be in a disadvantage in about 20 or so laps as Alan Duggar look to the inside of Roger Shelton. Looks like Duggar's going to clear Shelton coming off turn 4, and we have a new person in the second place.
I don't know. No, Roger Shelton is there. Shelton's there, and guess who else is there? Nick Godsey. Is he going to try and send it 3 wide? He's going to go up top, get in that draft that Roger Shelton's giving him, and Duggar's going to slide up in front, and he'll take P2 away from the 42 car of Roger Shelton. Now Shelton's going to have to defend pretty hard against the 8 car of Nick Godsey. Godsey struggled to get around Gus Otero earlier on. Let's see if he has similar issues against Roger Shelton. Another great defensive driver.
Nick Godsey looks low, has the advantage right now, but looks like Shelton's going to have the momentum coming off turn 2. He does. Able to clear Godsey hold off the attack for at least one more set of corners. Looks like turn 1 and turn 2 is probably the best passing opportunity. Things like 3 and 4, with the amount of cautions we've seen out of there, with those bumps in the middle of 3 and 4, is really disturbing runs that people get down the front straightaway, not having the ability to get confidence when they get onto the throttle. So you're trying to set everyone up for turn 1 and 2 because you want to be. If how this race has gone so far, I don't want to be side by side with anyone in turns 3 and 4, considering how bad those bumps are for some people. But it could be difference of setups. Like some of these guys run, Conti setups, Ryko setups, other setups that are available in iRacing. Some of them may be better through the bumps. Right now, it looks like Isaac Treese and Duggar have gotten through them, but I've seen Roger Shelton get a little squirrely through those bumps a couple times or so. So maybe different setups are offering different advantages and disadvantages as we're now 22 laps on this green flag stint.
Yeah, 22 laps. 22 laps in. I mean, we're starting to see a little bit of fall off. But Alan Duggar's starting to make headway against the one car of Isaac Treese.
Yeah, you want to know how much fall off?
How much?
So Isaac Treese ran his fastest lap time on this stint, 29.908. Last time by for Treese, 30.8, almost a second of fall off.
Oh boy, it looks like that two-tire gamble is not paying off for Isaac Treese, as Alan Duggar's now closed the gap to within 0.3. This is gonna get interesting right here. Coming off the apron, he is shortening that track. He's within 0.2 now. Here we go.
Yeah, look
Alan
at the
Duggar's
lap
gonna
times
start
here.
running for the lead.
Yeah, Duggar's been the fastest one on track, followed by Hugh Brown and Nick Godsey were the fastest one last time by. It looks like those 4 tires are paying dividends over the 2 tires.
Yeah, I mean,
but like I said, we have not pitted under green flag conditions yet, and as we showed, this pit road is very hard to get onto under green flag conditions. So this could throw a huge wrench into Isaac Treese's plans, Alan Duggar's plans. They have to be solid if the opportunity presents itself for green flag stops, and we should be there within the next 20 laps or so as we see Alan Duggar go to the inside of Treese. They touch!
right there. Just a little bit, but it looks like Duggar is going to easily take the spot away from Isaac Treese. No real problems there. No, not much drama. We have a new leader. Duggar Clan, stand up. It's your
Roger
boy.
Shelton for 3rd place.
Yep, looks like Nick Godsey has passed Roger Shelton now.
Oh, Isaac
Shelton's
Treese hit the
still
wall
there.
coming out of turn 2.
Is it bad?
It's a tank slapper. I don't know. I don't see any visual damage.
Oh, Godsey's now side by side with Shelton. And he's going to pass Roger Shelton.
Knocked that wall down like multiple times so far in this race.
I mean, if it doesn't cause any lasting damage, it's fine, right?
I don't want to say this because, there's some great racing, but if we go back to 9th place, we see Richard Treese and Ben Adamson going at it for 9th place.
Yeah, ninth
nice to
place
know
is
racing all around.
Yeah. Well, and we are now starting to get settled in
Isaac
here
Treese hits the wall again.
Jeez, is he okay? I think those tires are starting to wear out. He's going to have to look to pit soon. Pretty much as soon as the pit window opens, that's when I would pit. If I was Isaac Treese, if we're doing green flag stops, take 4 tires and just gun it.
Yeah, he's 36 laps on his set of tires right now. I believe he took 2 tires. Actually, I don't think he took 2. I think he took 4. It's way too early to take 2 at this point. Isaac Treese may be pitting in this time by. Let's make sure he gets on the pit road smoothly.
Yeah, looks like he's coming in.
He's slowing down.
So far, beautiful entry.
Pit road speed is 50 miles an hour.
He got it. He got it. He's fine. And we're starting pit cycles now with Isaac Treese coming into pit.
Now Duggar up to P2. Sorry, Nick Godsey up to P2. About 1.6 seconds separate the leader of Alan Duggar versus Nick Godsey. Now, the thing is, for Isaac Treese, which is interesting, we're 47 laps in. Obviously, Duggar isn't going to pit probably within the next 10 or 15 laps. So now Isaac Treese has gone 1 lap down. He will get that lap back eventually, but he doesn't have to pit for fuel for the rest of the race. So obviously, he needs a caution to at least even the playing field once he gets his lap back. If he gets a caution now, he'll be the first car 1 lap down. He'll get that lap back anyway, as long as Alan Duggar doesn't start lapping anyone else. But there's a lot of racetrack between Alan Duggar and Isaac Treese. Alan Duggar's going into turn 1 now, whereas Isaac Treese, first car 1 lap down, is crossing the start-finish line now. So there's clean track in front of Alan Duggar. But
all
the
he has to do
interesting
is
thing
just run
is,
consistent.
yeah, but basically, if you're Alan Duggar, you want to keep Isaac Treese 1 lap down for as long as you possibly can. He's a fast guy. Keeping 1 lap down basically keeps him out of the race. And for Isaac Treese, you're hoping
Oh,
for a caution.
Strushin. Little bit loose. He's going to hold on to it. He's going to hold on to it, and he's going to get into pit lane. Caleb Strushin, little bit of drama entering pit lane there. Senior Ben Adamson bouncing back from his wreck earlier on. He's in P7 in the number 7 car. Gus Otero 5 seconds in front of him.
Yeah, you want to know the difference between fresh tires and old tires. Alan Duggar on 34-lap old tires, last time by 31.0. Isaac Treese on fresh tires, last time by 29.9.
If I was Treese, man, I might save a little bit here. He's going to try and stretch this out long. He's going to hope that the race goes long.
I mean, if for him, you're hoping there's a caution. I mean, that's the only way for him to get out of this 1 lap deficit instead of passing the leader the old-fashioned way. The ideal scenario for Isaac Treese is as soon as he gets his lap back, a caution comes out, and that evens the playing field. But the problem is he gets his lap back, and since he has to pit, he has to go to the tail end of the longest line, which puts him back in dirty air. So for him, there's really not a win-win scenario here, but if he had 30 or so laps to get it done, we could see Isaac Treese pull it out. But with Alan Duggar and Nick Godsey and Roger Shelton being in the top 3 right now, I just don't see a path back for redemption of Isaac Treese. I think that 2-tire stop early in this race kind of put him off cycle. I love getting off cycle from the leaders, but that wasn't the best strategy call for young Isaac Treese.
Certainly not. And I mean, we see Hugh Brown right now kind of just maintaining in 4th, but talk about the number 45 of Ray Adamson. I mean, Ray has been making up spots in quite a hurry. Looks like Gus Otero's now going into pit. Yep, he's going in now. Yep, Godsey, Duggar. I mean, we just spread out so much. Turning into a pretty organic race. Some exciting moments, though. Certainly some exciting moments.
Gap between the top 2, still a 1.5 seconds. Each time I've been looking at them the past 5 laps, Duggar would run the fastest lap, then Godsey would run a little bit faster, then Duggar would get it back, then Godsey. It's just been trading blows on who's getting faster lap times around this 1.5-mile cookie-cutter oval. But certainly Alan Duggar has put himself in the catbird seat. He's been pretty much the fastest car, I think, in my opinion, all day. What a great race for Alan Duggar. If he wins this would be his 6th win of the year. You know,
don't look now, but Treese is now catching the 45 of Ray Adamson, who's 5 seconds off Alan Duggar. Treese has almost unlapped himself, and he's gaining time. Gaining time in a hurry.
And I have to do some math here, but I'll do math. If Alan Duggar, Nick Godsey finish this race, and let's say they miss a race and they don't take a provisional, they are locked into the playoffs. They're locked into the chase. They can take the next, 7 weeks off. No, they're not going to, but
No,
they could.
They're gonna pad that. They're gonna pad that points lead, 100%.
So as long as they finish, Alan Duggar and Nick Godsey already chase qualified. Just a testament to how good their seasons have been so far. And Isaac Treese, don't look now. He's coming off turn 2. He's coming in a hurry. Last time by for him, 30.6. Alan Duggar, 30.1. 0.5 faster than Alan Duggar.
Yeah, I mean, Treese is he's running him down now. He's running him down. If he can get to Alan Duggar before Alan Duggar pits, it's gonna be a bit of an uphill battle for Alan Duggar to come back out in front of him.
Yeah, but yet to think, is Isaac Treese saving his stuff now? Is he just going for it? And thing is, you get your lap back, and we know that Alan Duggar and Nick Godsey are going to have to pit. But let's say hypothetically Isaac Treese does get his lap back and does take the lead. How much of a gap will Isaac Treese have over Alan Duggar? And how much? I mean, Isaac Treese pitted on lap 87. So according to my calculations, he'll be good on fuel. But his tires are going to be facing just basically cheese graters. So Richard Treese coming to pit road.
Yep, he's going to come to pit
I think
road.
we're going to see a lot of action on pit road.
Yep, we're going to start
Alan
seeing
Duggar
the pit
slowing
cycles
down
happen
on the pit road. Nick Godsey comes to pit road.
I think Isaac Treese was hoping that Alan Duggar would stay out just a little bit longer.
Roger Shelton. Ben Adamson, your new leader, Ray Adamson, leading his first laps of the season.
Good for Ray. He's started making up some spots in a hurry, and now he's. I think he's gonna pit pretty soon here, but glad he's leading some laps here.
Did we give out bonus points for a lap led?
I don't know. That's a Brandon question.
Isaac Treese in second place.
Yep, and he's going to cycle out in front of Alan Duggar, coming to about 32 laps to go. This is getting interesting.
The problem is the gap is going to be, I think it's going to settle around 8 seconds between Isaac Treese and Alan Duggar. And I think for Duggar, we're looking at the times that Treese was able to make up. He was able to make up about half a second a lap. With 32 laps remaining, Alan Duggar can be there in, I don't know, 5 or 7 or 8 laps or so. 10 laps.
Maybe so. He is still a lap down from Ray Adamson, though.
Oh, yeah. Man, if the caution came out right now, Ray Adamson would basically have the whole field 1 lap down. I know everyone would get the wave around, but...
Yeah, he'd still start out front and have room to pit and get fresh tires while no one else can pit. Aside from Isaac Treese, of course. That might be what Isaac is hoping for. He might just be hoping for a caution to come out. Shelton now running on the inside of Gus Otero. Shelton's going to take the spot.
Man, I love watching Roger Shelton and Gus Otero battle it out. They've had some great races over the season so far. Very clean, treating each other with a lot of respect. Watching these two guys is just an absolute treat. But coming down to 30 laps to go. Oh, I'm so sorry.
29 to go here at Chicagoland. Ray Adamson currently leads. Still probably needs to pit. I think he's just going to run it out. I think his goal, run it out now. That way, he could. Oh no, he's gonna go. He's gonna come into pit. He's gonna come into pit this time by.
which gives the lead
Oh,
to
Rich
Isaac
Treese off
Treese.
track. What happened to Rich? Or Rick? Richard? Rick? Can a Treese clan member tell me? That came out wrong. Can a member of the Treese family please tell me what is it Rick, Rich, or does he prefer Richard? Looks like Ray Adamson pitting now. Isaac Treese now out front. He's going to try and hold off the hard-charging Alan Duggar, who's about 2.5 seconds behind him. And it is Rick Treese, by the way. Thank you very much, Paige.
Yeah, and Isaac Treese only 0.2 faster than.
No, he's 5 seconds. He is 5 seconds ahead of Alan Duggar.
5 seconds ahead of Alan Duggar, but 0.2 a lap slower. As we see, Richard Treese has left the session.
He probably just decided that's it for him. He's probably just going to now watch his son race. His son doing really well. 26 laps to go. Got a 4.7 second lead with nothing but clean air in front of him. I mean,
yeah, and there's not a lot of people racing each other.
This could come down to the wire here, guys. This could. I'm excited for it. Interesting strategy from Isaac Treese here. I mean, pitting pretty much as soon as he could. Now just trying to wheel it around just for a few more laps. It looks like Alan Duggar's really started to pick up the pace though, and he's now 3.9 seconds back with 25 laps to go. He still hasn't hit the fall-off point of his tires. He's on brand new tires, so he's going to be setting his fastest laps now, which means the gains that he's getting will slow down as he reaches the fall-off point, but he is making them in a hurry. My goodness, 3.6 seconds, 0.3 gained on that last lap alone.
Yeah, and Alan Duggar last time by 30.3. Isaac Treese ran at 30.9. 0.6 is the delta between those two. So 0.6 of a second is made up. And about 3 laps or so, Alan Duggar's going to be knocking on Isaac Treese's doors saying, hey, excuse me, sir, please let me through so I can win this race with 23 laps to go.
I don't think Isaac's going to really let him go, though. I mean, we know Isaac. Isaac's a tough racer. He's going to race him as hard as he can. Delta's moved to 3 seconds now with 23 to go. I'm sure all Isaac Treese wants right now is that caution flag to fly. He wants that yellow so badly. He is trying every line on the track to extend the time frame that he has. He's desperate even, I would say. Searching everywhere on the racetrack to find speed, and he's going to knock the wall just a little bit. That's going to shrink the delta to 2.5 seconds. Alan Duggar just calmly driving behind him. He knows that if he can get that, if this stays green, it's unlikely that Isaac Treese is going to have the speed to keep up with him. Something happened with Nick Godsey. What is going on?
It looks like
Godsey left.
It looks like he disconnected. Looks like, according to the iRacing information, packet loss.
Oh no! You were mentioning there was problems with the Amazon servers earlier on, before the broadcast started. I wonder if that's it. God, I hope not. I hope we don't see anyone else disconnect. That's unfortunate for Nick Godsey. He had such a good race going. He was in P3, now giving it up to Roger Shelton. I know it might not be a win, but maybe Roger Shelton can come up to the booth if he can stay in front of Hugh Brown.
If he finishes in third place, will he still come in the podium and come in the booth and give us an interview?
I sure hope so. I'd love to have him up there. And speaking of sponsors, Chris Webb was kind enough to also sponsor this league. He is not here today, but always a joy to have him out on the racetrack, and a special thanks to him for sponsoring this league. Really great guy. Alan Duggar now cutting that lead to within 1.2 seconds.
Yeah, Duggar's been cutting into this delta about 0.3 a lap.
With
1.3
18 to go.
Yeah,
I think Treese is begging for a caution right now. I mean, there's this isn't a question of driver talent at all. This is just a question of tires, and Duggar has the better tires. And I mean, he's gaining so much on Isaac Treese. Isaac Treese, I don't think has anything left for him. So he is praying for that caution flag to fly. 17 laps remaining. Will it happen?
Now, there's a couple things that Isaac Treese can do. He could use the dirty air to his advantage. He can start taking the line away and make Alan Duggar search for clean air. And I'm looking at the lap times as Duggar's getting closer. The lap times for Duggar are getting slower and slower. About 1.2 seconds. It was the 30.5 last time.
Oh, God, Treese is hitting the wall big time. That hurt him, I think. I think that hurt him. That had to have hurt him. He lost a bunch of time there. 0.5 left. He doesn't have. He cannot hold him off. He is on that wall. He is riding it pretty close.
Yeah, and you're seeing Isaac Treese enter high and then try to exit low. What that basically will do for Alan Duggar is give him clean air entry of the corner, but it won't give him clean air exit of the corner. It'll give him tighter. So Treese hit the wall again.
Treese is fighting that car. He has nothing left. Alan Duggar is going to pass him on this lap, most likely, if not this one, next one. Almost assured. Oh, God, oh no. Treese has damage. Treese has big damage. I think when he knocked the wall down that first time, he had wheel damage, and I think he's just done at this point.
He went low.
He's holding him off. He's holding him off. He's doing a decent job of holding off Alan Duggar, but Duggar's on the outside now. He's going to have a bit of a run coming in. What lane does Treese take? Treese is going to go middle. Duggar's going to go low. Duggar's going to get a nice run coming into the turn, and he's going to have a good one coming out of it. Side by side. Side drafting. Can Treese hold him off one more time? No, he can't. Duggar slides in front. Oh, bit of a hiccup there. Duggar's going to secure the position. Alan Duggar, may you set sail. 13 laps to go. Treese has nothing left. I mean, the best he can hope for is a caution. And the next competitive car behind Isaac Treese is Roger Shelton, over 6 seconds behind Alan Duggar. If this goes green, I don't see a world in where Alan Duggar doesn't win. Unless he wrecks. If he doesn't wreck, there is no way anyone's catching him. You see, he's already increasing that lead. 0.4 of a second. That's the difference that tires will do to you here.
Alan Duggar is just setting sail away from the rest of the field en route to his 6th win of the 2026 inaugural campaign of the BSR Cup Series season. And with that, I guess the math is complete. Alan Duggar, if he finishes this race and wins, I guess he will solidify himself into the chase. He locks himself in.
I mean, yeah, nothing more you can say there for Alan Duggar. I mean, he's just been fantastic all year long. No matter what happens in this race, he still has 5 wins, a decent points lead over Nicholas Godsey and over Shane Parrish. He's been dominant. And, I mean, we're talking like the race is over. There's still plenty that can happen. But again, with how spread out the field is, I just don't see it. I mean, I just don't see it happening at all. I mean, the closest gap right now is Isaac Treese to Alan Duggar. Everyone else is just spread out by over a second. Hugh Brown has almost a 4-second lead over P5 Gus Otero. Ray Adamson is over 2.5 seconds behind him. Caleb Strushin is about 3 seconds back from Ray Adamson, and Ben Adamson is, see if I can do math
A
here,
lap down.
about 8 seconds behind Caleb Strushin. I mean, so far,
Ben Adamson's also another lap down. So
is he?
Yeah.
Says here on my end he
Ben
isn't.
Adamson's 24 seconds off the
Yes.
leader.
24 seconds back. Caleb Strushin, I got to say, for someone just coming into his race, he had a little moment. But he's been running excellent. P7 to start off his first race in the BSR Cup Series League. Welcome to the league, my friend. iRating 2481. Awesome to see him out here having fun with the
folks,
guys.
We're seeing domination, but if you want to see some nail-biting racing, next week we go to Atlanta. We go to a plate track, and it's probably going to be one of the most exciting races of the season. It's Atlanta, for those who aren't familiar. It's sort of like Daytona and Talladega had a baby.
No, it's like Daytona and an intermediate had a baby. It's a mile and a half long.
Texas? Charlotte?
The track is abrasive.
It's
What's a
not
really
Chicago.
abrasive surface? No, I wouldn't say Chicago.
Vegas?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, you know what? Vegas, it is actually kind of very similar. Vegas and Daytona had a baby. It's a drafting track. It's a restrictor plate race, but it's done on a mile and a half, and so you get like really nice restrictor plate racing, nail-biting stuff side by side, like a lot more passing than you would see than a Daytona or Talladega. Quite frankly, I like, at least IRL in real life, I like the Atlanta race better. I'm not entirely sure if I like it better in iRacing. There's just a lot of wrecking because of how close everyone's driving, and they have the opportunity to take places, and sometimes they just mess up and cause the whole field to crash. But that also happens at Daytona.
But you want to know the best part? It's a night race. Yeah, we haven't had a night race in, I think, all season. I think Nashville is our last night race. I guess you count Charlotte as a night race, but that's more of a day-to-night transition.
No, Darlington.
Darlington was our last night race?
Oh, our last night race. Oh, I thought. Oh, yeah, no. That would be
And then,
Nashville.
We have back-to-back night races, and if you love the excitement of Atlanta, then we go to North Wilkesboro.
Yeah, North
and then
Wilkesboro.
We go to Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Well, North Wilkesboro, I'm really interested to see how that plays out on iRacing. We've seen it play out on the NASCAR circuit with the All-Star race the past couple seasons, but I have never driven it on iRace. I mean, I drove it once. I just didn't like it, and I didn't race it. But I'm interested in seeing how it's going to be in iRacing, especially in this league. I think we should honestly see some excellent racing. I mean, it's so spread out now. The only close battle right now is Ray Adamson catching Gus Otero. Can Ray Adamson take away a P5 from the always consistent number 76? Right on his bumper. 2 laps to go now.
Yeah, and what a day by Alan Duggar. Has had to pretty much work. He's had to work his tail off for this run for the past actually 2 stints or so to get to this point with a lot of pit strategy and differences. But he's coming out of turn 4. He's seeing the white flag. 1 to go from Chicago.
Here we go. Alan Duggar. Nothing can stop him now. Win number 6 on the year. What a drive from the man driving the number 12 car. Patriot paint scheme. Easy dealing wheels and tires on the car. Entering turn 3 now. Final turn. Coming out of turn 4 now. And ladies and gentlemen, that is win number 6 for Alan Duggar and an entry into the BSR chase for the Cup. What a great drive from the number 12, Alan Duggar. Isaac Treese, valiant effort, takes P2. Another great consistent race from him. And Roger Shelton God bless him, comes in P3, the number 42 car, 6 seconds out, and Isaac Treese going to congratulate his friend. And what a race.
We get to talk to Roger Shelton first.
We might be able to talk to Roger Shelton first if he decides. I would love to have him up here.
Let's go through the field. Duggar takes to win. Treese P2, Shelton P3. Hugh Brown gets P4. Ray Adamson P5. Gus Otero P6. Caleb Strukin. And his first Strushin, my apologies. First race this season. P7. Ben Adamson P8. Nick Godsey P9. Richard Treese P10. And Roland Collette rounds out the field in P11.
You know, unfortunate for Nick Godsey to not be able to finish the race due to packet loss. Maybe his internet went out. Something must have happened. A great run ruined by crappy internet or crappy servers, one of the two. Either way, Dana Webb says one proud mama here. Absolutely. So much to be proud of. What a great run from the driver of the number 12, Alan Duggar, solidifying himself in the chase, as I said before. Great job for him. Now, he's struggling a little bit on the burnout, I gotta say. But, I mean, again, seeing Duggar win a lot of these races, I don't think he's done yet. I think that there's going to be plenty more races that he is going to win. He's got a lot of racing left in him. Chicagoland Speedway, definitely one of the best on the circuit, in my opinion. Do the rough surface. Put on a great show for us today. And as I always say, me and Colin always win because we're the broadcasters and we get to watch week in and week out. These guys give it their all and just have an absolute ball out there. And it's really good to see all these guys come out here, have fun, put their best foot forward, and put on an entertaining product for everyone. So with that being said, it's time to interview the number 3 third place finisher, driver of the number 42, Roger Shelton. Roger, it's Elliot and Colin up in the booth, man. Glad you decided to get over. Glad you decided to get rid of your mic fear for me and Colin up here, man. How you doing?
Doing good, man.
Excellent race you put on out there. You were actually up there with the top 5, man. Very reminiscent of your run at Pocono. Take us through it and tell us how you were able to secure a third place finish here.
Well, them guys were just faster than me, but I think I did a little bit of going the wrong way on the adjustment. Had it going right, and then went too far. But it still felt pretty good. They were just faster.
Yeah, I mean, you still displayed a lot of speed, man. I mean, you were running really, really hard. How does it feel to bounce back? To bounce back after that, really. You had a great performance at Pocono, and then it all came crashing down. How does it feel to bounce back from that and get a P3 here?
It just feels good to be up here talking to you two guys, man. I hadn't got to do it all season. Been waiting to get up here, get rid of my mic fear, be on this broadcast, talk with you guys.
Yeah, I mean, man, you sponsor it with us, so I mean, why not? Why not come on up here? Colin, you got anything for him?
Yeah, man, what a great race for you. I mean, my first question is: Are we going to see more? Are we going to see you more often as we get through the road course part of the schedule? And what more did you need from your car today?
Yeah, you're going to see me some more. Just wasn't in them road courses. Went on vacation. I kind of like them. Not good at it. Kind of like them, but yeah, I'm working on it. I'll get up there with these boys and tangle with them. I tangle with them in the A Open all the time, so. I got their number. I'm coming.
Well, it's great to see you. Great to have you up here, Roger. Before we head out, man, anyone you wanna thank? Any sponsors? Anyone you want to send your appreciations to?
Oh, well, first of all, Colin and Elliot putting on a good show for everybody to watch and racing with some good guys out here and having fun uh, every Friday night, just trying to see what we can do with these guys. And I thank them for racing clean and thank Brandon for the broadcast. I mean, to putting this all on and look forward to doing it again next week.
Awesome, Roger. Thanks for coming up here, man. Have a great rest of your night.
Thank you, Elliot. See you, Colin. Y'all have a good one.
You too. All right, time to bring up P2. Isaac Treese coming off his Sonoma victory. Isaac, great P2, man. Take us through it and take us through specifically. I want to know your pitch strategy, man. How did you expect that to work out versus how it did work out?
Oh man, I was just trying to gamble. Like, I knew when Allen passed me, I was like, well, I'm gonna have to shortcut it to get in front of him. And now that I'm looking back at it, I'm like, I probably should have pitted like 5 or 6 laps later than what I did. Because the thing is with Chicagoland is like once you get a gap, it's hard to gain it back. So like if you're like 2, 3 seconds ahead, it's hard to gain that time back. Just the way the air is there. So I knew I was gonna have to shortcut him, and yeah, it didn't work out, but I tried. I tried.
Well, you did a great job regardless, man. I mean, P2 coming off of a P1 at Sonoma, you've been running a lot better and a lot more consistently. I gotta say, I think everyone's recognizing it. You're definitely doing better. You're getting better every single week. How does it feel to put 2 really nice races in a row together?
I mean, you always want to win. But I mean, a P2 is solid. I think me kind of just like taking a step back and slowing down and trying to process everything at once or at one time instead of everything at once, I think helps a lot too. Um, I wouldn't say consistent tonight. I mean the outside wall was calling my name a couple times or a few times. I smacked it, especially when Alan was catching me. But man, like I was telling Alan, I was plowing. Like dude, that thing would not turn. I even had my left rear perch over 100 and still would not turn. So, I mean, that's just the way the air works there. And I mean, Alan was fast all race. I mean, you got to give credit to him. Oh.
Colin, you got anything for our boy here?
Yeah, man. What I saw out of you is completely night and day different from how you started this season. I feel like you're putting races together, getting solid finishes, and running where we expect you to run week in and week out. How much more confidence do you have running into the home stretch where we have 8 races to go before we start the chase for the BSR Cup?
You guys know me. I'm always, when it comes to racing, you always got to have an ego. But I think using your ego at different tracks helps a lot. Like Sonoma, I know I'm really good at the road courses. So it's like if I could just be in front and stay in front, you're just kind of cruising. But with ovals, everybody's pretty balanced. I mean, we're all everybody's good at one thing, if that makes sense. Like Alan's really good at being consistent. Him and Shane are really good at being consistent. So it's like every week, you got to go to these tracks and put the time in and practice so you can be consistent like they are, if that makes any sense. But yeah, putting races together like I have been it's been helping me a lot. Even in A Open and the NIS races, I've been just grinding at them, putting in the time and practice, getting seat time.
Well, you've been doing a great job, Isaac. Before we head out here, man, is there anyone you want to send your appreciations to? Thank anybody?
Shout out you guys for broadcasting. We appreciate it. Shout out my family for supporting me. Shout out to BSR and Easy Dealing Wheels and Tires for this amazing league that they've made for us. And yeah, that's about it. We appreciate you guys.
Awesome. Thanks, Isaac. Have yourself a great rest of your night, man.
You guys too. You be safe.
Thanks, man. All right, now it's time to bring up our race winner, Alan Duggar. Alan, Colin, and Elliot up here, man. Good to have you back. Win number 6 on the year, and I believe this qualifies you for the chase. How does it feel?
It feels good. I'm excited. I'm ready to get after it.
Awesome. Take us through what happened, especially at the tail end of that race. You and Isaac were on pretty different pitch strategies. when you saw him pit, how did you what did you think in your head? Like, what was the first thing that went through your mind when you saw Isaac pit that early?
The first thing that went through my mind was like, well, I better pit, but then I was like, if this thing goes green to the end, might wait a little bit later like I did. There's always that chance of them running you down. So I just decided I'm gonna just ride it out and see what happens. And we was able to come back up there and had a good race with Isaac and come out on top.
Awesome. Colin, you got anything for him?
Yeah, man, you put on a masterclass, 6 wins. Did you think that you would ever get to six wins with the amount of talent we actually have in this league? Did you think you'd pretty much set yourself as sort of the front runner going into the chase, which is only 7 races until we get there?
I don't like to set myself as the front runner. Like you said, we got a lot of talented guys that can win on any given day in this league, and so it's just really all that comes down to just executing and do what you need to do and have a good run and finish well, you know. So,
Yeah. Before we head out here, Alan, congratulations first of all on the or third of all, more like on the win, man. Is there anyone you wanna send your appreciation out to?
yeah, I'd like to thank Iron City Revival, Easy Dealing Wheels and Tires, Eagle Eye Graphics, Kenlaw Motorsport, Boris Bar Ranch. I'd like to thank all the guys over at BSR. Um, Shout out to Isaac as well for a good finish, a good hard clean race. Him and Nicholas both. Um, I'd like to thank my family for tuning in and watching, and we'll see you on the next.
Yeah. See you next week, Alan, and happy 4th
Oh,
of July.
y'all as well. I was also doing some commentary during the race.
You were?
I heard you. I heard
hmm
you. He basically, when he caught up to Isaac, he was like, they're side by side down the back. They're side drafting.
hmm
Oh man, wish I could have caught that on the broadcast.
That's probably something you didn't want to hear.
Oh, maybe not. Well, have a good night, Alan.
Thank y'all too.
And that is going to do it for us here at the BSR Cup Series League. Please join us next week. We will be at Echo Park Speedway in Atlanta for some pretty fun restrictor plate racing. I'm excited for it. Colin, you're excited for it, I know. Next week's going to be a fantastic race, so please tune in for that. And have a great rest of your night, everybody.